And we are back live here, and here comes Ruby Riott. And this young lady is filled with frustration after not competing in the TNW 6 Divas Summer July Money in the Bank ladder match. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from London, Indiana, Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott, filled with frustration, hailing all the way from Louisiana, and this young lady is so upset. No doubt about it, but who is she facing tonight to take out her frustrations out on? We just don't know who it is, but we're gonna find out right here and right now. No doubt about it. The question is, who is it? Wait a minute! Tamina Snuka! She hasn't been seen in months! Could it be her? It is! Tamina's back! And her opponent from the Pacific Islands, Tamina Snuka! Well, Tamina Snuka, she hasn't been seen in months, and she's back. No doubt about it. Making her HWF in-ring return, former HWF Women's Hardcore Champion. And it looks like Ruby Riott may have picked the right time to take out her frustrations, but I gotta believe this is a bad time for her to pick that time to take out her frustrations. No doubt about it, but Ruby Riott showing no fear when going up against Tamina. No doubt about it, but Tamina is one of the most toughest individuals. The daughter of the late, great Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and most of all, Tamina Snuka, one of the most dominant individuals in the bloodline. Well, no doubt about it, but this is an all-out war we're seeing here. Knowing her cousins are the Usos, and things have already heating up here before our main event, the hardcore matchup between Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman. No doubt about it. Tommy Dreamer wants to send a message to Kevin Nash of what is to come in exactly 2 weeks from now in Miami, Florida. No doubt about it, as we're coming to you live here from Detroit, Michigan, the hometown of Kevin Nash. No doubt about it. And there's a bulldog by Ruby Riott dominating the fight. These fans here showing no appreciation to Ruby Riott. And can you blame them? After disrespecting a late great legend like Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who can blame them? And Tamina already punishing Ruby Riott here. And the fans still showing no appreciation to Ruby Riott there. And Tamina with a headbutt. Another headbutt. 3 headbutts in a row by Tamina Snuka. And I got a feeling that this is an all-out war we're seeing here. And Tamina stomping away on Ruby Riott, who looks to be in trouble. No doubt about it, if I were Ruby Riott, I would not want to face off this returning young lady, Tamina Snuka. And a Samoan drop by Tamina. And now Tamina with a cover. Is this it? No, and a kick out. This is turning out to be a phenomenal match in history. And a scoop slam by Tamina Snuka, taking down Ruby Riott. And Ruby Riott coming back with a standing one-legged drop kick. She landed right on her gut there, as you can tell. My God. Tamina in trouble. Forearm to the face. Tamina still standing. No effect. No effect at all. Tamina not taking that one lying down. There's an elbow to the skull. And then that's not her skull she's aiming. She was aiming right for her shoulders. What a move by Tamina Snuka. No doubt about it. Tamina with an uppercut. And there's a right hand by Ruby Riott. And now Riott with a headbutt, taking Tamina down off her feet. That may have did the trick. Super kick. Tamina saw that one coming. And knees to the face by Tamina. Uh-oh, here we go. And wait a minute! Luchador-like style into a stunner. What a move by Ruby Riott. She wants to take out her frustrations. Tamina still standing after that right hand. And there's a headbutt taking Tamina off her feet once again. And a drop kick taking Tamina off her feet as Ruby Riott continuing to battle back. No doubt about it. I don't know how much gas these two have left in their tanks, but a suplex by Ruby Riott taking Tamina down. And Ruby Riott still receiving no love loss tonight here in Detroit, Michigan. No doubt about it. Ruby Riott disrespecting legends. Most of all, though, she even disrespected the late, great Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Ever since disrespecting Natalya that time. No doubt about it. Ruby Riott and the Riott Squad, the Riott Squad disrespecting the Hart family name back in the WWE, but this is not what it is, but this is the HWF at its best. Oh my God, they're fighting right on the outside here, folks. This is an all-out war here in the Hardcore Wrestling Federation here in Detroit, Michigan. Referee at 6. Both of these two individuals need to get back in, or this will result as a draw. Referee at 7. There's a chinlock by Ruby Riott with Tamina. Referee at 8. They need to get back in, or this will result as a draw. There's 9. And Ruby Riott breaking the referee's count, and he's back at a 1 count here. And a forearm finally taking Tamina off her feet. And Ruby Riott now aiming for that leg of Tamina Snuka. Tamina in trouble. But Tamina firing back. She's fighting back, sending Ruby Riott to the other side of the ring. And a chop. Referee at 6. Well, neither spine, nobody home. And oh my God, a Hurricane Rana on the outside. Tamina landed spine first on the concrete. Referee at 8. They need to get back in. There's 9. Ruby Riott tired out. Can she make it in time? It is a 10 count, and it's a draw. It's a draw. So we got no winner here. And, I'm being told from the floor by Jesse Pinkman that at TNW Diva Stars, it's going to be the returning Tamina Snuka versus Ruby Riott in a hardcore match. And that one's going to be big, I'll tell you. Coming up in 1 week from now at our first ever all-night Diva show, TNW Diva Stars. No doubt about it. And right now, though, folks, coming up next, the main event here tonight, as we see Tommy Dreamer versus the Sandman in a rematch of the century. No doubt about it, this is more like a TNW Las Vegas in your house floor rewind, as it's going to be Tommy Dreamer versus the Sandman in a hardcore matchup. And it's big, and it's coming to you up next.